Please don't jump on me. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Apollo and Leyla Lives. I'm just walking over to where I'm going to put their water, and then I will also set up the poll today. We're going to be asking, have you ever been on a cruise? Let me get that ball, puppies. Hi, Connie. Welcome to the stream. Let me just throw the pups their ball, and then I will type the poll, and then I will be back active in the chat after that. One moment. This poll was sponsored by Alicia. Have you ever gone on a cruise vacation? We'll see how many people have gone a cruising in their life. Maybe in the afternoon, we'll expand the voting options from beyond yes and no to maybe like yes and I loved it, or yes and I hated it, or no but I want to. But for right now, we're just going to ask yes or no. Alicia's in the chat with the double white hearts. Hi, Alicia. We still have such a rainy day. It was absolutely downpouring not too long ago. So I'm hoping we get a nice little spot here of dryness that we can get a nice stream in, kind of make up for yesterday. But we'll see how long we could go. I see Mukel Anan in the chat saying hello. What's up, Mukel? Welcome to today's streams. Peter's saying hello, my friends. How are you? We are doing great, Peter. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Alicia said hi. Rain all night. I know, Alicia. Us East Coasters are getting bombarded with rain recently, and I don't think it's ending either. I think it's going through tomorrow. Johnny Holt is in the chat. What's up, Johnny? Welcome to the stream today. Has anybody been on a cruise vacation? Let me know in the chat. If you're voting in the poll, I want to know what you're voting for. Let me know. Mukel said, how are you? We are doing great, Mukel. How are you doing on this rainy Tuesday for us? I hope you're having better weather by you. Be right back. Going for Auntie and Jen's. Sounds good. Actually, it sounds better than good. Sounds great. Let's see what our votes are doing so far. Right now, no is just slightly edging out yes. It's got 60% of the vote. Ooh, it just updated and it's completely tied 50-50. So we're going to do our best to avoid having some mud puppies today. So the ball throwing might not be too far. We want to stay on the higher ground of the yard because when we go down to the lowlands of the property, they tend to get muddy, and then I have to clean for like 20 minutes. So we're going to really try and avoid such a thing happening today. Connie said, hey, Peter and Johnny. Johnny said, hi, everyone. Hello, hello, everybody. I see 13 beautiful people tuning into the stream right now, but only 2 likes. If you haven't done so yet, double tap your phone screen, send the likes our way. We would surely appreciate it. Derek Jones said, good afternoon, friends. What's up, Derek? Welcome to the stream. But you're so good at cleaning their little muddy paws. I know, I have tons of practice, right, Johnny? I am getting a pretty good system down. Ooh, good catch, Leyla. Guys, I weighed Apollo and Leyla for the first time in like a couple, maybe even over a month. Do you guys want to try to guess how much they weighed, or do you want me to just tell you? Leyla. Don't eat the grass, Leyla girl. Peter said, I've been on various boat rides, Stephen, but never a cruise. Well, Peter, if I said your name like Family Guy. Peter, if I remember correctly, you really like trains, so I'm sure you'd love cruises as well. Johnny Holt said 150. Is that a combination between the two? Lorraine said, hello, A&L fam. What's up, Lorraine? Good morning. Good morning to you. Lorraine, we're having such crummy weather recently, huh? It's been raining for days, it feels like. Connie said, tell us, please, with the double white hearts. Teach them how to wipe their own paws? That's a good idea, Derek. I don't think they could get the insane level of like, I need to really drag that towel across their entire paws and bodies when they get super dirty. I don't know if they could create enough friction. Alicia's back in here with the double white hearts. Ooh, caught it out of the sky. Yes, very crummy weather. All right, so we weighed Apollo and Leyla yesterday. Apollo weighed 84 pounds and Leyla weighed 67. And I now have 3 different weights. I started tracking their weights every time I weigh them. And they're both about 2 or 3 pounds heavier than the last time I weighed them. So that's good. I was trying to hope they gained a few pounds. So watch the Apollo, watch the water. I don't want you to spill it. Watch the water. Apollo, you're gonna step right in it. Let me move their water a little bit out of the way, so it's not as so it won't get stepped on and spilt. She's losing weight, Leyla? No, she gained a few pounds. I think last time I weighed her, she was 65 and Apollo was 80. So they both gained a couple pounds. Alicia said, why, Steven? Why do I want them to gain weight? Not much. I just wanted them to gain a couple pounds. I thought they were looking a little too thin. Wonderful dogs, greeting from Poland. What's up, the Mr. Riddick? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you tuning in here today, all the way from Poland. Wow. How's life over there? Are you having better weather than us? Here in New Jersey, USA? I think if I could choose an exact weight for Apollo and Leyla that I would like, I think Apollo is pretty good. Maybe Apollo being like 87, 88, so just a couple more lbs, and Leyla being like 70. So I think we're getting close. We're getting very close. Ruth is in the stream. Hi, Steven, Apollo, and Leyla girl. Hello, Ruth. Welcome to the streams. Jertsu said moi, and did you see the shout out part? What's up, Jertsu? Welcome to the streams. Love seeing your name in here. I love the way Leyla always keeps her eye on that ball. She's always ready. Yeah, Johnny, she is like a attack mode out here chasing that ball. Derek said, I go on a cruise weekly, Milwaukee River onto Lake Michigan, about 2 hours on a party boat, about 100 people with a bar, DJ, and dance floor. Oh my gosh, lucky you. That sounds awesome. Wait, how long did you say it is? 2 hours? That's cool. That sounds like a fun time. Oh no, I'm starting to feel raindrops, Leyla girl. I'm starting to feel raindrops. Double tap your screens for the love of the dogs. Thank you, Alicia. With the white hearts. And Connie sent the white hearts and the Koopy hearts. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Alicia. We are getting close to hitting double-digit likes on the stream, Apollo. I believe just one away. Double tap those phone screens. Send the likes our way. We want to hit double digits before we hit the 10-minute mark. That'd be awesome. Alicia said, wow. Ruth is saying hi to Connie, Jertsu, Johnny, and Derek. Johnny said, okay. I was just on my lunch break. Thought I'd stop in and say hello to everyone. Could y'all next time show some love for Apollo and Leyla? Thanks for popping in on your lunch break, Johnny. Maybe we'll catch you again later on during our double dose. Maybe. Connie said, you are a welcome, Steven. I'm gonna fake left. I'm gonna fake right. And we'll go back left. Johnny said, you're welcome. I enjoy watching the dogs, and you're a great host. Thank you so much, Johnny. I hope you have a great rest of your day at work. Leyla girl. Alicia said, come on in and join the conversation. Tell us, would you go on a cruise or not, and become a part of the Positive Vibes Animal Lover, the best community, with the double white hearts. Thank you, thank you. Let's see if any of the results have changed since the last time we checked the poll. Uh-oh, it's really starting to rain. We might need to take cover. Take cover! Oh no, I'm gonna melt. Should we go by the woodshed? I feel like picking a new spot to hide from the rain. Maybe our puppies will follow. Hopefully there's good Wi-Fi out here. Guys, see our nice woodshed with our wood? I'm gonna try and stay dry as the rain's picking up. So did you see the shout out part? No, I didn't see it, Jertsu. The video's so long, I tried to skip through it, but I couldn't find it. Ruth said, Riddick, apologies. What happened to Riddick? Is he out of here already? Go to Kimchi's post after, Steven. Lovely. Ooh, we gotta check out Kimchi, Leyla girl. Hey there now, I see Jen's in the chat. I see only 5 likes. What's going on? Tap, tap, and double tap. Stop eating that grass. Jens, I don't know what's going on, but I see 11. Can anybody confirm or deny where we're actually at? Either way, I think Jen's advice is very good. Double tap those phones. Send the likes our way. Rainy day vibes going on here. Connie said that's a nice woodshed. Thank you, Connie. I found a video online, so I've got... Oh, you got it done, Alicia? Said Ruth. Connie said hello to Jens and King Thor. See you later, Jertsu, on the part 2, the double dose. Alicia said, I don't see it, Jens. Where you going, Leyla? Where you going? Let's see, are the chickies out? The chickies are out even in the rain. Well, in their big coop. Jen said hello to everyone. Oh, you spelt the Mr. Riddick wrong? Gotcha. Man, this rain is really killing the vibe, huh? Right, Apollo? It's so wet out here. We're up to 13 likes now. There we go. Now we're starting to move and groove. On the way to hitting 20. The likes have been so good. The streams have been great recently. Thank you all for tuning in, supporting the channel, being a part of the journey. Look at us go. Even in the rain, we're getting these streams in on the daily. Alicia said, there he is. Ruth said, hi to Jens. Jens, when it's raining like this by you and King Thor, what do you do on your walks? Do you still get your miles in? Do you walk with an umbrella? Or do you call it for those days and just hang out inside? What's up, chickies? Should Mr. Sloth join Miss Piggy? Rain doesn't stop him. Jen said, we go for sure. There you go. Nothing's gonna stop Jens and Thor from a walking. Leyla, give me that bally. All right, the rain is still coming down, but it's not too bad. I think we can handle it if it stays like this. I do get completely wet, and Thor has his rain jacket. That's nice. Got to protect Thor at all costs. Keep that coat nice and dry and him nice and warm. Alicia said, yes, join Miss Piggy. Mr. Sloth looks like he's had a hard life. Yeah, I forgot Mr. Sloth existed for probably months and months at this point. He was forgotten about by the woodshed. Connie said, where is Miss Piggy? Let's see. She's still on the pool thing right over here. Peter said, I'm not fussed about rain. I usually do what you need to do when you have it. There you go. Jen said, absolutely, Leyla girl. Absolutely. You guys want water? We've been running around a little bit now. Connie said, I see her now? Oh yeah. Miss Piggy's always out and about somewhere. Mr. Butters is back in here. Mr. Butters, how are you and your home doing? I hope that storm passed you by unscathed. Mr. Butters said, I love the rain. It's my favorite. Wow. You're probably in the select few. I don't think many people love that kind of weather. Miss Piggy and Mr. Sloth sitting in a tree. Someone is in a good mood today. Mr. Butters sent all of the white hearts. Thank you, Mr. Butters. Hi, Mr. Butters. Yes, you're doing good. There you go. Is the storm past? Are you, can you take the chains off of the roof? Jen said, how is the wind today, Mr. Butters? Ruth said, Mr. Butters, you survived the storm. Stronger than the storm. Rain is relaxing, honestly. I guess the sound of it is nice if you're inside, but if you're stuck in the rain, especially if it's like kind of chilly out, if it's like in the 50s or 40s, ugh. Connie said, I enjoy taking a nap when it rains. Ooh, we got our first Leyla loaf of the day. Leyla girl. Yes, I survived, but there's moderate wind outside still. Unfortunate. Alicia said, love thunderstorms. It's only water. True. Could be worse. Could be worse. Peter said, just going to the store, be a jiffy. No problem, Peter. We are up to 15 likes already on the stream. Thank you all. Getting oh so close to hitting that 20 mark. I guess we're at 16 actually, so just 4 away. Double tap those phones if you haven't yet. Connie said, aw, the lovely Leyla girl. Watch out, don't let King Thor melt. Whenever it rains, I definitely will get drenched, and if it rains at night and the next day is a holiday, then it's an amazing treat just to sleep with the rain sounds. Jen said, he won't melt, LOL. Thumbs up for Peter. Alicia sent the regular hearts our way. Thank you for showing us love, Alicia. Mr. Butters said hello to Jens and Thor. Connie said, that sounds great, Mr. Butters. Leyla, you Leyla loop away from me. Leyla. Oh, you're trying to go for that ballie? Alicia sent hearts for Leyla and Apollo. Thank you, Alicia. Fake out. Fake out. Guys, me and Leyla strategized last night on how she's going to win the best 2 out of 3 this afternoon. I think she has a good plan. Oh, by the way, I think a lot of you are not really big NBA basketball fans, but that's okay. If you're not, you can become Knicks fans like myself. The Knicks pulled off a big upset last night, beat the Celtics in game 1. Let's get some blue and orange in the chat for the Knicks. Love seeing that. Mr. Butter said, I love to enjoy the rain and savor it, especially cooking some spicy kebabs during the rain. Just enjoy eating it during the rainy season. Khalid Lasiri, I have a pit bull, but he is aggressive with me. I don't know why. Uh-oh. Any advice from our dog owners in the chat on how to deal with an aggressive dog? How do you make them a bit more calm? Connie sent the hearts for Leyla and Apollo. Thank you, Connie. We got a couple more likes, getting close to 20. Jen said 4 likes away. I think we're even closer now. Thank you for the blue and orange, Jens, for the Knicks, the big W last night. Mr. Butter said, Khalid, your doggo needs proper training and care. What is the plan for Steven for Leyla to win? She's got to put it on display this afternoon, Connie. She's got to keep, I think she's losing track of the ball in the air. She's got to keep her eye on the prize. Don't lose track of the ball. Beeline, straight line, get that shoulder in front of Apollo. Keep that early lead going. And then don't get scared when you get close, Leyla girl. Attack. Get the ballie. BJ's in the chat. What's up, BJ? Welcome to the stream today. Aggressive from fear or aggressive from dominance? It'll be much better if you take your dog to a proper trainer. Behavioral training is important too. Training is necessary for sure. Seems like he doesn't know who is the boss. Alicia sent out blue and orange hearts for our big Knicks victory over the Celtics last night. Thank you, Alicia. 2 likes away from hitting 20 on the day. Tap, tap, and double tap. Just need 2 more kind folks. And we will officially be on our way, grooving past 20. Mr. Butters sent all of the white hearts. Thank you, Mr. Butters. You're seeing 16 likes there? I see 17 on my phone. Great prep talk. Oh yeah, we got to get Leyla ready. She's got to win one. What is she, 0-4 now? She's like, I don't know, what sports team like always loses every year? She's like the Chicago Cubs before they won it all a few years ago. Hope you and Sherman had a walk and a ride, said Connie. BJ said, keep the leash no longer than 4 feet, and when the dogs are going forward and tail straightens, just before you think they will aggress, you turn and walk the opposite direction and just keep on walking. Sounds like you got to show them who's in control. Alicia said, hello, BJ. BJ, how is Sherman doing? Mr. Butter said, what's wrong with YouTube sometimes? The likes doesn't get auto-updated and alive. Mr. Butters, the longer you're on YouTube, the more problems you find, is basically what I've found. But that's okay. Yeah, sometimes the likes get broken. BJ said, hi to Connie, Alicia, Mr. Butters, Ruth, and Jens. Connie sent out blue and orange hearts. Thank you, Connie. Let's go, Knicks. Had the same problem here, Mr. Butters. How old is the pitty? That's a good question. I wonder if it's still a really young puppy. Sherman is great and loved his ride in the Shermanator. That is his joy. Alicia said, facts in all caps. Big facts. Good snag, Leyla girl. Leyla, who's a good girlie? So great to hear that, BJ. Khalid said, Mr. Butters, yes, I will do that. First to obedience in a firmly obedient sit, stay, or wait at home. And then when you go out of the yard and home, I would practice out in the neighborhood. Mr. Butters said, in my case, wherever I go around the world, I've always seen dogs will get all cuddly with me, as in fact they have never seen me, but I've noticed almost all breeds of dogs will definitely wag their tails whenever they see me. Great, Khaled. Give me that Polly. Look at these cool little purple flowers growing all over the ground right here. Little natural, little purple petals. Alicia said, great advice, 100. Me too, Mr. Butters. I guess I'm blessed with dogs being friendly with me. I think dogs can sense your state of mind. If you're giving off the vibes that you mean no harm, I think they can sense that. Uh-oh, rain's picking up again. Might have to go hide back in the woodshed. I don't know how much water the mics can take, Layla girl. Come on. Wildflowers? Definitely. Oh, some more over here. All around the maple tree too. God bless you. That was a big sneeze. That was a big sneeze, Papishka. On Sherman's walk today, a cat ran in front. His ears perked. Where are you going, Apollo? I popped the leash and said, leave it, had him sit, and then walked on. Mr. Brother said, oh, I love the rain. You're lucky to experience that. I would swap places with you. Actually, I don't think I would with your insane weather that you're getting. Just kidding. I'll stick with my rain. Mr. Butters, some people have the animal vibe. Dogs, cats, bears, horses, all love them. Dogs are sensitive to dog lovers. I can get to 99% of all dogs. Mr. Butters said, I guess so, Bumblebee. Oh, Apollo, right there, buddy. Really? Now it's gonna stink over here. If that's the case, then I'm very happy. BJ, I weighed Apollo and Layla again. Apollo was, what did I say in the beginning, 84? And Layla was 67. I believe those were the weights. They had both gained about two-ish, 3-ish pounds since the last time I weighed them. Rich got me nervous about Apollo, calling him thick. As a Moroccan, I am proud that we were the first to recognize the United States of America. Cool. I had no idea about that fact. That's a really cool fact, Khaled. That's the good obedience training. BJ, Sherman is a good boy. Good boy, Sherman. It's nice and green around your house. I wish it was greener. I think I'm gonna put down grass seed over here. Does anybody know if there's any grass seed that it's fine for dogs to like completely be like kind of, like we're not gonna play directly on it, but they'll walk over it and like I don't want them to, you know, if they lick it or whatever, it to cause an issue. Does anybody know of any like dog friendly grass seeds? Apollo, you are a big boy and perfect. Layla is perfect weight for the daily exercise. I think I wouldn't mind them gaining like 2 or 3 more pounds each, BJ. Maybe even Layla like a couple more, like 4 or 5, and Apollo like 2 or 3, and then I'd be happy. I think that'd be like the perfect weight. Alicia said, good boy, Sherman. What's the difference between a chickpea and a red kidney bean? I got no idea, Layla girl. What the heck is the difference with that, Apollo? Do you know? Got any idea? Not sure, but we'll research. I wish I had someone from the States to buy and send me some Pokemon cards. I'll definitely pay them, but I don't have anyone to send money. Mr. Butters, you can only get Pokemon cards in the States, or only the good ones? There's no trading of it in the Siberian. 30 years, but still love Pokemon. Pokemon got so popular when Logan Paul hopped into it, like over the pandemic. I feel like a lot of those cards went crazy. You can buy a tailor-made mix for your needs in grass seed. Did Pill make Bill's end of his joke was nasty? I didn't get to it in time. Thanks for blocking it. Home Depot has grass seed that grows everywhere. It's really good, I heard. I don't want to have to do last year. Like last year we put a fence around everywhere that had the grass seed, and I wish I could just like, you know, it doesn't have to grow in perfectly, so I wish I could just throw it in the spots that are like look terrible, like over here and all over here. And then we just start playing in other areas of the yard. But like if the dogs were still to walk on it randomly or just, you know, it'd be safe for them to be on. That's what I prefer. I'll look at that Home Depot one, Connie. The good and original ones from the States, Russia doesn't have them. I've been a Pokemon fan since the time it started. That's really cool, Mr. Butters. Do you have any really good cards as it is? Are you a collector already? Nicole is in the chat saying, hello, fam, with the white hearts. Thank you, Nicole. Welcome to the stream today. BJ said, hi, Nicole. Connie said, check it out. Definitely will, Connie. I think we just hit 20 likes also. Let's go. 20 on the first stream of the day, Apollo. Connie said, cool, Steven. It's very expensive buying specific blend of grass seed, though. I don't know what we put down last year, but I would never, ever, 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 ever get that grass seed again. It grew in perfectly, so nice. This whole entire area of our yard looked perfect last year, and then it just like almost none of it came back. Like probably under 20% of the spot that it grew in is like still has grass. I think it was just like whatever store-bought cheap grass seed. Maybe with that type of thing, you gotta spend a little extra bucks. Maybe it's worth it. Yes, I used to collect, but suddenly the cards stopped coming, so I couldn't continue collecting them. Unfortunate. If you're concerned about your shepherd's weight, stand over them from behind. Their waist should curve in and out and not bulge out. You can slightly feel their ribs, but not a lot. Your yard will look amazing with some Chinese bamboo too. They're really beautiful. I'm pretty sure bamboo is illegal in my area. I don't know if Chinese bamboo is different, but I'm like 99% positive you're not allowed to plant bamboo because it grows so quickly and it spreads so fast. They don't want it by me. But I don't know if Chinese bamboo is like that thing I'm thinking of that's like very tall stalks, or if it's something else. Oh, they're not, then maybe they're different. They're not big, they're small and look beautiful. Something I gotta look up after the stream. Aw, Connie sent a heart for Nicole. How sweet, Connie. Someone call the cops, the Nick's out here stealing. There we go, Charles. Charles, I was already getting people to send blue and orange heart for the Knickerbockers in the chat. What a game, Charles. I hope you watched it. Wow. They did steal one, that's for sure. They're thin bamboos. Bamboo is illegal in many areas. It is a noxious, weak, in warmer climates. Here it is not warm enough for it to take off. It can get out of control, bamboo. Yeah, isn't it like bamboo can grow like some crazy amount, like a couple inches and like, or like maybe like an inch per day, or there's some weird amount it can grow that it's like insane. Alicia said, join in with letting us know whether you would go on a cruise or not. Then join in on the conversation. All are welcome. Let's see how it's going here today. We've had 26 votes 58% of you said you've already been on a cruise vacation. 42% of you said you have not. I just faked out the papishkas. Layla's catching on. Apollo is slowly too. And now it's time to throw it far. Oh, watch the blueberry bush. Whew, we just missed it. And it's dangerously sharp for the pups. In tropics, it can grow a foot. Oh my gosh, a foot. I don't know, better off taking my advice, Steven? What advice, Connie? With the grass seed of the Home Depot? You can even plant some good fruit trees, and there are some huge trees in my country with beautiful flowers, which blooms during the summer. And there's one tree, my favorite, the great rain tree. It grows huge. I watched the game and knew you'd be stoked too. Oh my gosh, Charles, I was going crazy. I couldn't believe when Brunson missed a shot at the end of the fourth quarter to seal the deal there. I was like, oh no, we're gonna blow it in overtime. But Kyle Bridges stepped up to the plate, had an amazing game. Mr. Butters, Ruth was telling me about a lot of, I think they're miniature fruit trees. Because over here we have this flowering bush, and then we just planted that small blueberry bush, and we have this Japanese maple tree. I think we want to start like a whole row of either fruit trees or flowering trees, all the way from these like two, I don't know, what are these, little pine tree type of things, all the way back to the woodshed. So we can probably, I don't know, if we keep the bushes kind of like on the smaller side, we could probably plant like 4 or 5 more things over there. Just get another big pool, no grass problems anymore. Yeah, maybe I'll just AstroTurf the entire yard, right? Then you don't have to worry, or you know how they do, I don't know if beach towns around the world do this, but in the Jersey Shore, every house has like just stones as their yard. So they don't have to worry about grass. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll have little tiny pebbles in the entire backyard, like the Jersey Shore. Mr. Brother says, like some mangoes or leech. What is Lychee? Leech? Or jackfruit? There's a lot of tasty fruit trees. A mango one would be sick. I don't know if they'd grow by us though. I think our winters get too cold. Aren't those like very warm? Raspberry bushes, that would be a good one, Connie. Oh gosh, I see a huge word from BJ. Okay, let me put on my glasses here, try to pronounce this. Dendrocalamus sinicus is the largest species of bamboo on Earth, also known as a giant dragon bamboo. D. sinicus can grow 150 feet tall, more than 12 inches in diameter. 150 feet tall? I feel like that's taller than any of the trees we even got. Or just about the same size. That's insane. If I only had a yard like you, I'd plant more trees. That's funny you say that, Mr. Butters. We've been cutting down trees in my yard for like years now. Every year we cut down like 1 or 2 more trees, I feel like. Alicia said, like the like button, and the like button will like you back. The physicality of the Knicks and ball movement had Boston looking like statues just watching the ball. Charles, that was a super physical game. And I don't know if you watched the Denver and OKC game. I watched like the first half. They were not calling any fouls. They were, oh my gosh, they were mauling each other and no fouls were being called. Turn it over like a beach. Peter's back in the chat. What's up, Peter? Welcome back in here. Butter said, well, the countries that grows bamboo, they use bamboo for almost everything. They're expensive. True that. True that. It doesn't get that cold in NJ anymore. Oh my gosh, Connie, I beg to differ. When we started doing these streams January 1st of this year, oh my God, my hands would be blue and purple by the time we were finished. I remember it being freezing. I feel like it still gets cold, but it just doesn't snow. It's like when it's cold, it's not, there's no moisture, so it's not snowing. And when there's moisture, it's like always become a warm front coming in. So we get rain. The winters are so whack now. You can use bamboo to make lots of things. You should definitely get a rain tree. It's a beautiful tree. I've never seen it. I have so much homework to do, I can't keep track. I'm gonna forget what I need to do. If you guys have told me to do something on this stream, let me know in a comment on a video so I remember. Because these comments go away and I'm gonna forget. Grow more strawberries, peaches, trees, and bushes. We actually have a fig tree that we ate fig fruits off of, which, you know, it looks pretty, it doesn't look great over here right now, but I swear it'll come back and we'll get figs on it again this year. All right, I'm very behind on comments, so I'm scrolling up. Sorry, everybody. I see Lisa Papalaski in the chat. The babies are looking awesome today. Thank you, Lisa. I see Human is back in here. What's up, Human? 2 months only, January and February. Jen said, be happy, Steven. Aw, thank you, Jens. Study with me and Apollo and Leyla. Oh, Human, do you have a test you're studying for? Oh, BJ makes mango salsa. That sounds yummy, yummy. Guys, I'm starting to get in the phase of my diet where I don't know if I said this on stream or not already, but I am just absolutely daydreaming about food. Especially at night before I go to sleep. I've just been getting in these zones where I watch all these tasty food clips on like social media. I just go from one to the next. Oh my gosh. I'm like living vicariously through people that are eating like greasy burgers or like sweet desserts. It's like my most favorite thing to watch on YouTube now is just videos of food. Anyone heard of mimosa tree, or also called a silk tree? I just discovered them since moving to the south, but beautiful and has medical uses for pain relief. Fun facts. Charles, when I went to my brother's graduation on Paris Island, there was Spanish moss covering all the trees all over. I had never seen anything like that before. Do you have that by you? It was crazy looking. It looked like you were in a swamp above ground. Ever had mango salsa before, Bumblebee? Is it with raw or ripe mangoes? Connie said, that sounds yummy. Charles, I've heard of it, but I've never seen one. Mango salsa is the shit. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, behind on studies? No, Human, I was saying I'm behind on the chat. The chat is moving today. I'm doing my best to keep up. It's great, though, that the chat is moving. That's good. That's a good thing. Eucalyptus trees are amazing, too. They're for medicinal purposes. I don't know why, BJ, but I have the taste buds where, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this before, but some people, when they taste cilantro, it tastes like soap. Like, I really hate cilantro, and I'm very much not a picky eater. I basically eat everything, but for some reason, cilantro tastes so bad to me. Like, I can't have it in anything, and if it's in any of my, like if it's randomly in anything I order, it really messes it up for me. Connie said you do that also? There you go. Spanish moss is everywhere down here. Charles, it's on like every tree, right? Is that year round? Lisa said, yo, BJ, what's up? Silk trees are quite beautiful. Jen said, thanks everyone for the 25 likes so far. Tap, tap, and double tap if you haven't yet. Let's hit 30 on the stream. Also send a vote in the poll. And while you're at it, you might as well hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. What about chutney? Have you tried it? I have not tried chutney. I need to go find a photo of a silk tree. True, I don't know what a silk tree is either. Raw mangoes taste amazing with some salt. I've tried that before, the mango and salt thing. I think it's pretty good too. BJ, you love chutneys? 365 days a year, Spanish moss covers everything. Wow. Charles, how is it like Is that just accepted? Is that liked? Is that hated? How is the people down there? Do they love the Spanish moss? Do they hate the Spanish moss? I mean, I thought it was really cool, but I don't know if I'd want it like on all of my trees all year round. It was cool to just pop in and see it. Alicia said, let's double tap for the love of the dogs. Yes, Alicia, I agree. Thank you. Human said, I thought cilantro tasted like soap by itself, but in sauce or mixed with ground grilled meats, it was good. Jertsu said, I've been here for the entire time. Jertsu, you were a lurker on the stream. That's okay. Thank you for watching. Alicia, you hate cilantro too? There you go. Maybe that should be a poll in the future. BJ said, we just get boring regular moss here on everything in the Pacific Northwest along the coastal areas. Do we have any moss here? On that tree, it looks like maybe there's a little bit of moss, but nothing like down south. That Spanish moss covers everything. There they go around the corner. Connie said, welcome all new peeps. Please like, subscribe, and share. Put on all notifications with the double white hearts and the koopy heart. Just type the word kashundi. It's made with mustard. Will do, Mr. Butters. Alicia said, that is great, Jens. That sounds good, like a chutney my mom used to make with spices, vinegar, warm spices, mustard seed. Awesome. Peter said, I'm off to make dinner now. My friends, thank you for the live stream, and I'll see you again later on. Bye-bye. See you later, Peter. Enjoy your supper. We'll catch you on the double dose. I am sure of it. It's weird how some people live in the forest and don't know how much about it because they think they live in the city. Interesting, human. Charles said, I personally don't mind the moss because it looks cool, but people remove it because it can damage their building. The vines, oh, I gotcha. We have moss in New Jersey. It depends where, though. Butter said, I have an amazing beef curry recipe. You guys will love it. Beef curry. I'm in. Jen said, have a great meal, Peter. Bunch of buys for Peter in the chat. Alicia said, very much so, even the smell. I love curry. I also like turmeric, and I have even put a tiny bit of turmeric in Sherman's food. Guys, when I was meal prepping my salmon for the week, I had a teeny tiny bit left over last night, so I put it in Apollo and Leyla's dinners. I think they were very, very happy with that. They seemed to scarf it down pretty quickly. Lisa says, kisses for the babies. Thank you, Lisa. Moss in Finnish is samo. Connie said, sounds yummy, Mr. Butters. Have it with rice or bread? I would want to have it with rice. Or maybe even like some butter noodles or something. We need some kind of group or something to be able to share photos. Charles, I was thinking about I could make like a Reddit page or I could make like a Discord. I wish the YouTube community tab was kind of like that, where you guys, I think they're trying to do that. They're testing out features where they're expanding it to where subscribers can also share things in it. So I feel like it's going to be coming to YouTube, but maybe we should just make like an Apollo and Leyla Reddit page. Mr. Butters, you're going to share the recipe on YouTube. You guys can check it out. I'll share it with my mom. Maybe she'll make it this week for the fam. Reddit or Facebook. You'll join it, just let you know. Connie said, kisses for Leyla and Apollo. Thank you, Connie. Oh boy, Big City is in the chat. Hi, double tap, LOL. Alicia is double timing. Maybe even triple timing. BJ said, Mr. Butters, make a YouTube video cooking the meal. That's a good idea, BJ. What do you guys think? You think we can hit 30 likes total on the stream today? We're just about 3 away. We're gonna be live for the full 60 minutes. We got it in today, even amidst the rain, the crummy weather, the wet ground. I love it. The chat today is going crazy. It's tough to even keep up with. I like that. I love the energy, the vibes we're having in here. There's not even like that many people. It's just the energy from all of our viewers, all the A&L fans. So thank you guys. Shout out to you. Alicia, on the main, it looks like, on the Alicia account, double tap again. Thank you, Alicia. Jen said, I'm going for now, have to feed the animals. See you later, Jens. Enjoy that. Catch you on the double dose. Connie said, I'm subscribed to you, Mr. Butters. There you go. Human, that's a beautiful thought you just had there. Everything lives in harmony. Whether you're a person, a piece of grass, a tree, a dog, a fruit, a fly. Inshallah. Jen said, bye everyone. Nicole said, 28 likes now. Let's go. We're just 2 away. Who's it gonna be? We just need 2 more kind souls to double tap their phones. Whoever's the 30th like, let us know in the chat. We'll hype you up, show you some love. Alicia said, bye Jens, hugs and kisses for Thor. See you soon, Jens and King Thor. Alicia is back on the kimchi. Charles said, then I could show you these wild text messages from South Georgia catfish. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to be catching out there, Charles. Connie said, is that you, Alicia? Did all I could. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. Let's check back in on the poll. 36 total votes at this point. Have you ever gone on a cruise vacation? 44% of you said yes. 56% of you said no. If I was to vote in this poll, I would click the yes button. I've gone on 1 cruise in my lifetime. I think we went through the Bermuda Triangle. I was terrified. One of the days on the cruise, there was a massive storm. I was actually terrified. I thought we weren't going to make it. But yet, Apollo, here I am. Apollo, here I am. What do you think I'm saying? I see that head turning. Apollo, do you want to have some lunch? When we go inside, do you want to eat some lunch? Apollo, do you want to eat some lunch? Or do you want to have dinner? Do you want to eat? Want food? Do you want a treat? Leyla? Leyla, do you want to eat some lunch? Leyla, do you want to have some food? Look at Leyla, she doesn't even care. Leyla, you want to eat dinner? You want a treat? Want to throw the ball? Leyla, can you even understand me? I feel like she's so less reactive than Apollo. Lisa said, I learned to swim in that ocean. Oh yeah, I love swimming in the classic Atlantic Ocean. BJ said, I've never been on a cruise before. BJ, living in Washington, I would think there's like great Alaskan cruises right out of there. That would be something I would really want to do if I was on the West Coast right there. You do take ferry boats around the Sound by you. There you go. That's also fun. Human said, cruises are scary. Being on a boat for no purpose makes me think people who are maintaining the boat can just lose focus. Alicia said, no cruises for me. Charles said, my first cruise was on my buddy's sailing yacht to the Bahamas, and it's what got you hooked on sailing. That's cool. I think I would feel trapped on a cruise. Me too, BJ? Well, when I went on the cruise, I was like 11 or 12 years old, or I was a lot younger. So, you know, when you're that age, everything feels so much more fun, right? The cruise felt endless. There was like so many different rooms, floors, things to do. The arcade, I spent like hours at each day. It was actually so weird, like when I was that age, looking at like the mall or whatever, like the main room of the cruise where you saw like all the different levels. There was like 15 different stories on a boat. I was like mind blown. In Seattle, you can take the ferry or cruise to Alaska. Wow, you're that close where you can take a ferry? You can take a ferry boat to Vancouver Island and the amazing architecture and tours. Heyo, I see we hit 30 likes on the stream, Apollo. That means you get one extra treat when we go inside for being so cute, making everybody double tap those phone screens. And we want to get you up to like 86 pounds, right? 86. And Leyla, we'll get you to 70. Slow and steady wins the race, though. You always bring me back in the mud. You find a way, puppies. Why do I give in to the drifting over into the mud? Alicia said, they are a big. Connie sent all of the lovely white hearts in the chat. Thank you, Connie. I wonder if the chickens are going to want to go out of the coop if it's still raining later on. Oh, where the heck is she going? She has to go potty or something. Yep, bathroom break. I knew that was coming. She never runs away from us, right, Apollo? Hey, stop looking at her. Let her have her privacy. Apollo. Do you want to go inside? Want to go inside and eat? He's about ready. Connie with the coopy heart as well. Potty break? Yeah. I knew once she started like running away, I was like, what's going on? She never goes all on her own. Some Leyla Loop. Would you ever put a pair of roller skates and let Apollo and Leyla run the leash? I feel like they would be pretty calm and careful. They always look back at you. Oh my gosh, human, that would be terrifying. I don't know if I have that much faith in my papishkas. I think they could get pretty crazy if they saw something, like an animal. I love that, Steven. I always say that with kimchi, don't look. BG said if you're going on a road trip in the US, you can ship your car from Seattle to Alaska to continue your trip rather than the road in the West Coast, Canada, which can be a bit rough. Maybe a skateboard? Exactly, skateboard. Unfortunately, I don't know how to skateboard. I wish I did. I would fall off pretty quickly. Right, Leyla girl? You got your paw up? You stand on it? Yeah, but unfortunately, I'd be falling off of it as soon as it moved. Did you guys ever have those like little skateboard toys? What were they called? We had them in school all the time. They were so much fun. They were like the most popular thing when I was in like 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Everybody would try to do tricks on these little like 4-inch skateboards. The teachers hated them, which makes sense now that I'm older, looking back at it. You get a little bit distracted. Just sit on it and let the babies pull you. That's true. If I wasn't trying to be like fancy, I could just sit on the skateboard. That would make it a lot easier. Alicia said I'm bad on them too. You know what I was good on back in the day? The hoverboards. When those had their like moment of fame for that one year that they were like the toy of the century, I had one of them until one of my big cousins stepped on it and broke it. But I used to whip around on that thing. That was fun. Why do you guys think people put their healthy dogs on treadmills? I don't know. I've never even considered doing that. I have no idea why they do that. We had skinny skateboards in the early 60s. They had aluminum wheels and sounded terrible. Alicia said, really? Wow. Wowza. $40 votes, 33/34 likes, tentatively. 60 minutes live. Apollo and Leyla. Oop, Layla slipped. Bathroom break, successful. I always love when they go to the bathroom because I'm like, okay, at least I don't ever have to let them back out in the rain until we go live. Although I think we did a pretty good job today keeping them clean. They don't look too bad at all. It's gonna be a quick cleanup session. Probably just a one towel deal today. But we're gonna wrap it up here, everybody. We will be back live later on. I really hope the rain just leaves us be and gets on its merry way. Right, Apollo? And maybe the sun will even be out later on. In 64, I had a red skinny skateboard with aluminum wheels. The vibration on your feet was terrible. The hoverboard I bought my daughter for Christmas one year caught on fire while charging and almost burnt down our old house. That's when I learned about the lithium batteries. Charles, I remember that was going crazy. People were having that happen to them. That's scary. That's really scary. Alicia said, hopefully, Steven. Wow, Charles, that must have been scary. That's terrifying. But all right, everybody, send us the white hearts in the chat as we wrap it up for the king and queen, Leyla and Apollo. Ruth sent the white hearts. Thank you, Ruth. Connie said, I still have my old skateboard, blue metal. It's really old, around early 80s. Yes, 1964. I was 9 years old. Charles said, yeah, it was wild. Because all those hoverboards were like manufactured like the cheapest because they were just cashing in on that fad. So I'm sure they were like just slapped together with no precautions. Nicole said, bye everyone with all of the white hearts. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Alicia, Lorraine, Connie, for the white hearts in the chat. Charles said, have a great day, everyone. See you later. Yes, we will be back live in just a couple of hours, around 4 p.m. You just said, you are welcome, human. Lisa sent the white heart. Thank you, Lisa. See you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you don't come back, very true. Go Pacers. Definitely, Charles. I'm pulling for you. I'd love to see the Pacers win the series. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, evening, whatever you got by you, whatever time it is. We will catch you in a little while. Hope to see everyone back in here. And you know what? Let's set a good goal for us this afternoon. You know what, Apollo? Let's try to get 40 likes. You think we can do it? You think we can do it, buddy? I think we can. All right. Peace and love, everybody.